Then next we have HDI, Human Development Index. Under this we are calculating life expectancy, education and income for better living. This is calculated for both male and female, means for total population. So life expectancy at birth, we are assuming the minimum life a person will live is 25 years and the maximum life a person can live is 85 years. The formal education, which is at the 10+2 format, how many persons are received that education. Third one is standard of living. Is it going in the country that everyone's standard of living is improving? If it is not improving, what are the reason? So increasing HDI is a good indicator that it shows in the country economic development is going on. The next one is GDI. The full form of the GDI is Gender Development Index. Now in this we have the life expectancy, we have education and income for better living, the same like HDI. But what is the difference between the GDI and HDI is, in this HDI we are calculating for the whole population, while in the GDI we are calculating exclusively for females. The gender inequality which exists in all developing countries, to gap that we are calculating GDI. It is only calculated for females, where we will calculate tentative life expectancy of the females. Out of the whole population, how many females are educated? Out of the whole population, how many females standard of living is increasing? If yes, then how to maintain that, and if no, what are the reasons behind that? Next we have GEM, Gender Empowerment Measure. Under this we have political participation, economical participation and power over economic resources. So in the political participation we have the two types, like if a lady wants to contest in the election or want to make politics as a career, she is supposed to allowed by the country, by the society and by the family as well. And even indirect political participation, when she wants to cast her vote to her liked or favorite party. Next is economical participation, where a female is just like a male, allowed to do wherever or any part of the world when she wants to do any legal economic activity, and she is allowed to earn the money. Third is power over economic resources. Under this, whatever by doing the economic activity, whatever the money is generated by the female, how she is going to spend that money, it should be decided by the female, not by the rest of the members of the family. Next we have SPI, Social Progress Index. Under this, it is divided into the three category: basic human needs, then formation of well-being, and then is opportunity. So in the urban area we have 47 indicators, while in the rural area we have 53 indicators. In the basic human needs we have the food, clothes, shelter, education, healthcare and all. Under the foundation of well-being, we are looking for the security and safety, good infrastructure facility, good communication, then transportation and all. Third is opportunity. Under this, every youth, every individual should get the opportunity to get a job by getting the education and skill training, or at least they should get the financial aid so that he or she can start their business as well. The next we have the MPI, Multi-Dimensional Poverty Index. It is the possession of some assets, nutrition, child mortality rate, access to drinking water, sanitation, safe rooms, electricity, improved cooking oil, years of schooling and enrolled numbers in the schools. So these are the things which is calculated under the MPI, and it under this how many persons are there, those who are able to access this. So if the MPI is increasing, it shows that many persons are now out of the vicious circle of poverty. But if it shows that how many persons are there, those who are not able to access, this shows somewhere the country is lagging behind, the country is not able to achieve the economic development. The last but not least, the most important thing is economic growth. As all of us know, to start or do or continue the welfare work, we need funding, we need money, and Economic Without economic growth, without the increase in annual income, we are not able to accomplish or achieve. So to maintain all this indicator or to make the country from developing into the developed one, compulsory we need economic growth. Thank you.